Hello, students. Today I am going to run through real quick with you the meaning of the preamble to the Constitution. And we're going to look at, 7 or 8 different parts of the preamble. It looks like a paragraph, but it's really kind of one long run-on sentence. So we're going to look at each phrase from the preamble and talk about what the framers of the Constitution meant when they were writing that. And these ideas were really James Madison's and also a guy named Gouverneur Morris. Together, they kind of crafted the words of this, and then Gouverneur Morris actually was given credit for the final wording of it and handwriting it. All right, so the preamble is an introduction to the Constitution, and it explains the objectives of our new government. All right. So the very first phrase, "We the people of the United States." Right off the bat, it starts with a nice, good, power-packed 3 words there, "We the people." So the idea here is the framers of the Constitution wanted to make it very clear, crystal clear, that this new, stronger national government would get its powers from the people. Okay, this wasn't a monarchy where the powers were coming from a bloodline or from the king or anything like that. "We the people" clearly states that this government was going to be controlled by the people itself. In order to form a more perfect union, okay? They didn't say a perfect union. It's tough to get anything perfect. They wanted something that was more perfect, okay? It was better than what they had. So they're looking to change what we had under the Articles of Confederation, which was a weak national government surrounded by stronger state governments. In this case, it's going to still have strong states that are going to work together, but the national government will be stronger. That's the key there, stronger national government. Establish justice. The framers of the Constitution wanted to make laws that were fair and create a new national court system, which we call the Supreme Court. They wanted all citizens and states to be protected under this new justice system. Ensure domestic tranquility. This is one of my favorites. I just like the way that sounds. Domestic means at home. Tranquility means peace. Okay, if you've ever heard of a tranquilizer gun that they shoot animals with sometimes to put them to sleep. So a tranquilizer makes them peaceful or restful. In this case, we're ensuring peace at home. So we just came off of Shays' Rebellion, and we want to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again. So they wanted to create a strong national government that could keep the peace within the country and among the states. And certainly we are experiencing some lack of domestic tranquility right now, if you will. We've had riots last summer. We've had rioting and protests last week. And so, having a strong national government will help, hopefully, kind of calm the waves, if you will. Provide for the common defense. So the framers of the Constitution wanted to make sure that we had a standing army and a navy that would help protect us from international bullies. We were having issues with Spain and Great Britain and the Barbary pirates, and we wanted to make sure that we could defend ourselves not only from the outside, but also the inside. If our national military is needed to help put down some sort of insurrection within our country, that kind of falls in line with the ensure domestic tranquility, but also provide for the common defense. Promote the general welfare. So the idea of welfare is, it's another word for well-being. And so the idea is that we wanted to create a nation that had good living conditions whereby all people had the opportunity to be successful and happy. Give everybody an opportunity for education, in the workforce, financially, with investments. We want to make our country a place that people strive to move to and immigrate to and stay in if they're born here. We just want to have good living conditions. Do we always meet that? Probably not. I mean, we do have homeless people and unemployed, and we have some areas that are, kind of run down in our nation. But the framers wanted, their desire was to have good living conditions where everybody had the opportunity to be successful and happy. Secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. So we are making sure that we're going to have a nation that protects our liberties to ourselves, our personal freedoms, okay, but also to our posterity. And this is a word that a lot of times eighth graders struggle with. Post means after, like a post-test or post-game speech, okay? Posterity, or posterity as it's pronounced, is people coming after us, future generations, okay? So we want a nation that will secure our blessings now and for ourselves, but also for our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So that's the word posterity, future generations. Do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. So this last phrase in the preamble is basically, they use the term ordain, which kind of gives it this blessing, if you will. You hear this a lot in religion, ordained ministers and stuff. And this doesn't have anything to do with religion, but they were making it very clear that this was something special. They were establishing this Constitution for the United States, okay? So we start off with we the people, and we kind of end with creating this Constitution for the states collectively here in the United States of America. And this Constitution was coming from something a little bit higher than just coming from a king or from bloodlines like the monarchy in England was. This is, again, coming from the people, and to the individual states. And that is the preamble to the Constitution. So if we run through it, we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. And that is your preamble to the Constitution.